Hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning, good afternoon. Um, it's been a while since I came
Hello,
here.
hello.
Okay, I'm hearing myself. So let me just...
Good.
All right. So it's been a while since I came here. Since I came on YouTube live. So I hope everybody's doing well. I have been very busy, as you can imagine, but I'm preparing something for you. Today, I thought I would speak about the asylum annual fee. So who needs to pay? How do you need to pay? And when do you need to pay? So before we start, I wanted to let you know that we are still gathering the details. Is okay, when does one have to pay, and how? The how has been resolved. That's why I haven't made any videos about this, because I was waiting to know all the details on how the fees must be paid. But before we get into that, let's see who's concerned by this new asylum fee. So what do you first of all, where did this fee come from? The new the recent law, or what they call one big beautiful bill, has had some immigration fees and immigration rules and laws that were included in the bill that was signed by the bill that was enacted by the Congress and signed into law by the U.S. President, Trump. So one of the many changes that happened due to that new law is the fees that increased, different fees, but today we're only going to talk about the annual asylum fee. I I have made an article, I have wrote an article, I have written an article on our website detailing all the fees involved, including the employment authorization initial fee, the asylum application initial fees, the increased asylum appeal fee, and all the other fees, including the uh, no, our the SIJ, Special Immigrant Juvenile fee, application fees. So please go to the website asugasanalaw.com for additional details. I don't know, this light is not on. So, but today let's get back to I don't know, sorry. Anyway, I hope you can see me. So my light just canceled on me. I don't know why. I have no idea. Anyway, so let's get back to it. So the annual asylum fee. Any asylum application filed on or before October 1st, 2024, and still remains pending on September 30th, 2025, asylum filed either with USCIS or a defensive asylum case pending with the immigration judge or even the Board of Immigration Appeals. So let me repeat, any asylum case or any asylum application filed before or after October, on or before October 1st, 2024, and that was still pending on September 30th, 2025, they must pay the annual asylum fee. So that asylum fee is due now. Uh, but that's for the cases pending with USCIS Asylum Office. What about the cases? And excuse this noise in the background. I don't know what's happening with the printer. So yeah, bear with me. Okay. So the asylum cases filed with USCIS pending on or before October 1st, 2024, and were still pending on September 30th, 2025. If you have an asylum case that's pending, you need to make the asylum fee payment now. For the court cases, so if you came through the border and then your asylum case is pending with the immigration judge or the Board of Immigration Appeals, those fees, the effective date of this new rule is July 4th, 2025. That means that any defensive asylum application filed at EOIR, which is the immigration court on or before July 7th, 2024, they is immediately subject to the annual asylum fee and you have to pay. So what is important is, so this is basically you have to pay for the fee now. And each year it is, determined that the asylum office will send notices reminding individuals to make the payment. So far, that's what we are hearing. However, for the court cases, for example, this week we filed an asylum case with the EOIR, which is the immigration court. I don't want to get into bother you with the details of what is EOIR, but no, it's the immigration court. And we were informed that okay, every year, like at 1 year anniversary of that application, we are supposed to pay annual fee. So that means we're putting a reminder to pay the fee. However, for those who have cases pending on or before July 7th, 2024, already pending and still pending on September 30th, they have to pay the asylum fee. I know this is complicated, it's kind of confusing. So the rule of thumb is, okay, if you have a case that has been pending either with USCIS or with the immigration court or the Board of Immigration Appeals, you have to make the payment of $100. And then when you make the payment, you need to put a reminder 1 year from the date you make the payment to make another payment, because this is the annual fee for as long as your asylum case is pending. And when your asylum case is pending with USCIS and you are referred to the immigration court, then you're going to change where to make the payment. So I wanted to, okay, let me share with you, let me share the screen to show you where you will need to make the payment. Okay. Okay, sorry, today I am like all over the place. So it's been a while since I went on a live. Uh, all right, so here we are. So let's start with let me move this bar. Let me start with the case pending with USCIS. So when I say a case on application case, asylum application pending with USCIS, I mean when you came in with a visa and then you filed for the asylum and then you send your application with the Texas Service Center or with the asylum office, and you received a receipt notice of your asylum, meaning you are waiting to get an interview with an USCIS officer, with an immigration officer. So that's where, so then you have to go to this, and I'm going to put this link in the comments. So you have to go to myuscis.gov/account/annual asylum dash fees slash start slash overview. So, and then you will go, it shows an annual asylum fee. And so you click on next, and then you have to put your alien number. By now you should know what is an alien number. Is a number they give to any immigrant once you file your asylum case or once your case is with, you know, um, immigration, the Department of Homeland Security. You are assigned an A number. Okay. Yeah. So you will, what, I'm gonna stop this nonsense because this is bothering me. So you're gonna put in your IA number. So it has to be a 9-digit number, all right? So for example, this one. Once you do, then it's gonna ask you for your receipt number. Your receipt number is going to be the actual, once you get your receipt notice, there's a receipt number, which you usually put it in the system to know, okay, is my case ready for an interview? So you will include your receipt number and then you continue to make the payment. This is for cases pending with USCIS, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. If you have a case pending with the immigration court, right? So you have to go to this link to the EOIR. Every time we open, you have to go. And then, EOIR stands for the Executive Office for Immigration Review. So it's a different link. Again, I will excuse the noise. I will add the link to the comments. So this is like you have a case pending in court. You're waiting for your hearing, not an interview. You're waiting to get a hearing. Your hearing is scheduled. You have to make a payment. Again, you have to put a number and then you have to choose. So, like I was saying, this is where you make all the payments for the cases pending with the immigration court or the executive office for immigration review. So what you're gonna choose for the asylum, you are going to choose I-589 initial court I-589 application for asylum initial fee. That's all you're gonna choose. Of course, you have to put your A number and it's gonna show you have to pay 100. So for those who have attorneys, obviously the attorneys will reach out to you or, please reach out to your attorneys because as you understand, if you have like 100 cases pending, you are now going through, like we are now in my office, we are going through all asylum cases we have. So we can just send you an email and say, oh, you have to make the payment or you have to send the payment to our office so we can make a payment on your behalf, especially if I'm an attorney of record, I'm able to make a payment for you. So, I don't want to make this video too long. So again, this is the annual asylum fee that's going to be required for any case pending with USCIS or with immigration court. And you have to make the payment and each year. So starting the 2024 fiscal year, payment is due. I mean, it has been due. I mean, you were supposed to pay by October 1st, but we just got some of the links. We start working like yesterday, so I don't think they're gonna give any penalty for not paying that fee. So what's important is that now you start paying the fee with USCIS and with EOIR, which is the immigration court if you have a case pending. So again, that's what I wanted to share. Today, I will make a different video. We have prepared a different video of like what is the overview or what is the updates after all these changes. There's so many changes have been happening with especially when it comes to immigration cases pending with the asylum cases, deportation, removal proceedings, types of cases, and some of non visas, but I think those are not as um like drastic as removal proceedings or asylum applications or asylum cases. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you today. I wish you a happy Friday, and please do not hesitate to comment and like and subscribe and share with your friends because I know this is new and I I really do not wish for people to be scammed because I've seen the reason why I wanted to make this video is because one of my clients sent me a link that has nothing to do with immigration. So any link, again, it has to come. I will share in the comments. It either has to be USCIS.gov. Anything, any link from the government has to have a .gov. That's the domain name is the government or the EOIR portal. So any other links, those are just scammers that want to take advantage of vulnerable people to take your money, okay? So again, have a great afternoon. Thank you.